Hello students, we are going to discuss about material balance and energy balance of crystallizer. First we are going to discuss about material balance of crystallizer. What is crystallization? Crystallization can be defined as a solidification of a liquid substance into a highly structured solid, whose atoms or molecule are placed in a well-defined three-dimensional crystal lattice. Smallest individual part of a crystal is called unit cell. Crystal is made up of millions of such unit cells. Okay. This is the block diagram of crystallization operation. There is one inlet stream, three outlet stream. Inlet stream is nothing but feed solution. It is represented as capital F. Outlet streams are evaporated solvent. It is represented by capital V. Then mother liquor. It is represented by capital L. Last one, crystal. Crystal, that is nothing but our requirement of this operation. It is represented by capital C. What is mother liquor? Mother liquor, the liquid remaining after a substance has crystallized out. What is the purpose of material balance? Material balance are important operation in crystallization. Material balance are used to calculate the yield of the crystallization operation, which is the mass of crystal obtained from a given mass of solution. It is the formation of solid particle within a homogeneous liquid phase. Crystallization gives almost pure product. And crystallization from solution is very important industrially. Various equipments used for carrying out crystallization are Stirred tank, vacuum crystallizer, Swanson-Walker crystallizer, etc. Crystallization of the dissolved solid from a solution is based on the difference in solubilities at a different temperature. It usually consists of concentrating a solution followed by cooling of the solution until it becomes supersaturated. Notations used in material balance of crystallization operation. Capital F is equal to mass flow rate of feed solution in kg per hour. Xf dash is nothing but weight fraction of anhydrous solute in the feed solution. Anhydrous is nothing but absence of water. Capital C, kg per hour of crystal uptime. V is equal to mass flow rate of evaporated solvent in kg per hour. X dash be the solubility of the solute at the final temperature of the operation, expressed as a weight ratio of anhydrous salt to solvent. M1 molecular weight of anhydrous solute salt. M2 is equal to molecular weight of hydrated salt. Hydrated means presence of water. Capital L dash is nothing but kg per hour of solvent in the mother liquid. Already I said mother liquid is nothing but the liquid remaining after a substance has crystallized out. Capital L, kg per hour of mother liquid leaving the crystallizer. This is the block diagram of crystallization operation. There is one inlet stream, three outlet stream. Inlet stream is nothing but feed solution. It is represented as capital F. Outlet streams are evaporated solvent. It is represented by capital V. Another one is the mother liquor. It is represented by capital L. Last one is the crystal, that is nothing but or requirement of this operation. It is represented by capital C. First we are going to discuss about overall material balance. What are the two type of operation? One is steady state operation, another one is the unsteady state operation. Steady state operation is nothing but parameter does not change with respect to time and distance, whereas unsteady state operation parameter changes with respect to time and distance. Are you clear? Okay. So under steady state condition there is no accumulation. So for this condition input is equal to output. This is the material balance equation. Under unsteady state condition the material balance or input is equal to output plus accumulation. So here overall material balance of crystallization operation. So from this diagram we have only one inlet stream, three outlet stream. Capital F is equal to C plus L plus V under steady state condition. Why? Because accumulation will be 0. Are you clear or not? Okay. So next we are going to discuss about material balance of solvent. Solvent in feed is equal to solvent evaporated plus solvent in mother liquor plus solvent in hydrated crystals. So solvent in feed capital F is equal to mass flow rate of feed solution in kg per hour. 1 minus x of dash is nothing but total weight fraction of solvent in the feed. Solvent evaporated is equal to capital V. Capital V is nothing but mass flow rate of evaporated solvent in kg per hour. Solvent in mother liquor, that is L dash. L dash is nothing but kg per hour of solvent in the mother liquor. So solvent in hydrated crystals, M2 minus M1 divided by M2 into C. What is M1? M1 is nothing but mass of the solute. M2 is nothing but mass of solute plus solvent, that is total mass. M2 minus M1 is nothing but solute plus solvent mass minus mass of the solute. From these remove the mass of the solute, finally we get mass of the solvent. So M2 minus M1 is equal to mass of the solvent. M2 is equal to solute plus solvent mass, that is total mass. Are you clear? Okay. So C is nothing but kg per hour of crystal obtained. So rearrange the above equation, finally we get L dash is equal to capital F into 1 minus x of dash minus V minus of M2 minus M1 divided by M2 into C. Material balance of solute. Solute in feed is equal to solute as product crystal plus solute in mother liquor. Refer the block diagram of crystallization. We have only one inlet stream, three outlet stream. F into x of dash, solute in feed. So the capital F, mass flow rate of feed solution. X of dash, weight fraction of anhydrous solute in the feed solution. Anhydrous means absence water. So that is equal to C into M1 by M2. C is equal to kg per hour of crystal obtained. M1 by M2 is nothing but M1 is equal to molecular weight of solute. M2 is equal to molecular weight of solute plus solvent, that is total. So M1 by M2 is equal to weight fraction of solute, individual by total. Are you clear? Okay. So here F into 1 minus x of dash minus V minus of M2 minus M1 divided by M2 into C is equal to L dash. So refer the previous slide. L dash is nothing but kg per hour of solvent in the mother liquor. X dash. So here X dash is nothing but, so that is the solubility of the solute at the final temperature of the operation expressed as a weight ratio of anhydrous salt to solvent. Are you clear? Okay. If the crystal obtained are anhydrous, then above equation taking the following form: F into x of dash is equal to C into F into 1 minus x of dash minus V into X dash. So here M1 is equal to M2. So after that we will get this expression. So no evaporation takes place and anhydrous salt are crystallized. So the evaporation part V is equal to 0. What is V here? V is nothing but mass flow rate of evaporated solvent in kg per hour. Finally we get F into X of dash is equal to C into F of 1 minus X of dash into X dash. So this is the material balance of crystallizer. Next one, energy balance. When a compound whose solubility increases as temperature increases dissolve, there is an absorption of heat. What is solubility? Solubility is a property referring to the ability for a given substance, the solute, to dissolve in a solvent. It is measured in terms of maximum amount of solute dissolved in a solvent at equilibrium condition. So this is called saturated solution. Heat of solution occurs when the solubility decreases as the temperature increases. Under equilibrium condition, heat of crystallization is equal to the negative of the heat of solution at the same concentration in solution. Capital H1 is nothing but entering solution at a initial temperature T1. So refer the capital H1 from the graph at capital T1. Capital H1 is also called total feed in kilojoule. Capital H2 is nothing but enthalpy of the final mixture of crystal and mother liquor at the final temperature, that is capital T2. At capital T2, read the capital H2 values from graph. Some evaporation occurs, the enthalpy HV of the water vapor is obtained from the steam table. At the temperature, read the HV values from steam table. Total heat absorbed Q in kilojoule. Q is equal to H. How? From first law of thermodynamics, U is equal to Q plus W. Under constant volume, U is equal to capital Q. So enthalpy formula, H is equal to U plus PV. Under constant volume, H is equal to U. Combine these two equations, finally we get capital H is equal to Q is equal to U. H is the enthalpy, Q is the heat, U is the internal energy. For this reason, we should take capital Q is equal to H. Here, heat absorbed Q or H is equal to H2 minus H1, that is change in enthalpy or change in heat. So here some evaporation occurs, consider HV value, that is water vapor, H2 plus HV minus H1. From this expression, Q values are positive, heat must be added to the system, whereas negative, heat is evolved. Thank you for your attention.